Hello everyone, I am Professor Castro and today I am going to show you around Canvas. I am going to also talk about the GED testing process and I am going to talk about Aztec software. So first off, I want to get started by talking about my Canvas homepage. It looks like this. In the bottom, there are links to take you to places quickly. If you press the start here, it will take you to the area where there are modules. Modules are a group of pages where I put the work for the week. Since last week was the first week of class, I made 3 modules because I needed to give you guys a lot of information. But normally each week you will just get 1 new module. The link that says got a question will take you to the question and answer cafe, and right here you can ask me any type of questions about the class, Canvas, or Aztec software, and the way to do so is by pressing this arrow that says reply, and then the text box will appear. When you are done typing a question, you will click post reply. And let me go back to the home page. I also have a link that says handouts, and in the handouts I usually put important worksheets that you guys can print out if you would like. If you don't want to print it out, you could just write it out in a notebook. That's okay. And throughout the semester, I'll try to add more handouts. And the last link in the home page is the announcements. The announcements are very important because right here I post things that are going on in the classroom. Maybe I need to cancel class and I'll post it in the announcements. You could go to the announcements through the home page or on the white navigation bar area. It's the second link. And let me just give you guys a preview of it. So right here I have a message that says welcome to the class. I believe in this announcement I told you guys that you can also download the Canvas app to your cell phone device. And if you download the Canvas app to your cell phone device, no, I didn't include it here. I included it somewhere else. I'm sorry. But if you download the Canvas app to your phone, you will be able to get the announcements to your cell phone as quick as possible. Let's see. I think I posted it. If I see it, I'll show you guys. Let me see if it's here. Let me just quickly check. Yes, the Canvas app looks like this. It's a round circle with white and red. And that's the link, the app that you guys would download to your cell phone. And that way, if I post an announcement, you will be able to see it right away in your app. Anyways, so I went over the announcements tab. Now I want to talk about the syllabus. The syllabus is information about the classroom. And so let's get started. The course title is Basic Skills, High School Completion, GED 101. This is the spring semester and it will be fully online. The class started on January 19th and it will end on May 21st. We have Zoom meetings Monday through Friday from 5 o'clock to around 6:30 p.m. in the afternoon. These meetings are not mandatory, but they can be very helpful to you. So I recommend that you join if you have a chance. The course description, I'm not going to read it, but I'm going to briefly tell you what it's about. Basically, this class is intended to help you pass the GED exam, and the GED exam has 4 subject matters, which are science, social studies, literature, mathematics, and writing. The literature and writing are put together as one exam. Let's see. This class has no prerequisites, meaning you could just enroll for my class. You don't have to take any classes prior to being allowed to take this one. Instructor information. Right here, I have my email and I have my phone number. You are welcome to give me a call or text if you need help or have questions. Um, Required text and materials. For this class, since it's fully online, I am not requiring you to have a textbook. So I just listed a few books that I can recommend to you, but this class is fully online and you will not need any textbooks. The academic honesty policy, well, this is just a statement in which I am letting you know that I don't want you guys to cheat in my class. It is very important that you do not cheat in my class because I have you take exams to know where you are at, and so that we can help you um, build from there so that your skills get better. And if you're cheating, then when it's time to take the real exam, you're going to fail. So please do not cheat. I am not going to judge you based on the score you get. I just want to see where you are at. The attendance policy, well, since this is a non-credit course, I have, you guys are allowed to join at any time during the semester. And let's say that you have to take a break for a week or a month, it's okay, just come back. That's all I want you guys to do. I want you guys to come back so that you're able to reach your goal. I'm not very strict about it. It would be nice if you guys could join every day, but I understand you guys are adults and you have a life. Mm-hmm. Grade. In this class, there is no assigned grade. Everything that I have, quizzes and everything, is just so that you know how you are doing. The learning activities, well, basically, I quickly described that every week you will have a module, which is a group of documents that are assigned for the week. The module will include a reading lecture, supplementary videos that support the week's concept or the week's focus, a class discussion. And the class discussion is usually just a question or, yeah, just a question. And I want you guys to respond in a couple of sentences. The reason for the class discussion is that in one of the GED test subjects, you have to type an essay. And I want you guys to start getting familiarized with typing on the computer keyboard. So that's why I included a class discussion assignment every week. In the module, there will be a link to Aztec Software and GED.com, and I will talk about those websites a little bit later on. And last of all, there will be a quiz, and it's about the week's concepts. All of the assignments in the module are due on Sunday at 11:59 p.m. And if you are having trouble with an assignment, let me know as soon as possible so that I could help you out. If you have to turn in the assignment late, that is okay. So, the American Disabilities Act is a service that is available to you as a student. If you feel the need of accommodations and services, please give them a call at 209-384-6155. Sexual misconduct policy, I'm not going to read it, but basically treat everyone with respect at all times. Late work policy, I do allow you guys to turn in assignments late. The last day to turn anything in is May 21st. Homework policy, I do have assignments on the module, but that's just for you to practice. You don't have to really turn it in to me. Zoom etiquette policy, basically wear appropriate attire. I don't want you to wear anything too revealing because sometimes we have the camera on and you might bend over and flash us. So just be aware of what you're wearing. Ensure that your background is free of distractions. Mute your microphone. Raise your hand and wait to be called upon. That one, nah, you could just jump in there if there's a pause. You don't really have to raise your hand. And so on. Just be respectful, guys. There are services that are available to you guys, such as tutoring center, tutoring within Canvas, and student success workshops, and so on. Just take a look at it, guys. And the disclaimer, basically, I typed up this course syllabus according to the class, and if I need to make any changes, then I will be sure to inform you guys. It is my right as a professor to make adjustments during the semester, but of course, I will always inform you guys. Technology requirements, basically try to have um, a computer that's not that old. If you need to check one out, in the announcements, I posted a link about how you can check a computer out for this class for the semester from my secretary. So take a look into it. And other than that, I would just like you guys to have a notebook and something to write with so that all your notes could be organized in a safe spot. The Confer Zoom. Every day we will have a Confer Zoom meeting. Again, it's not mandatory, but it's really easy to use. You would just click on this white navigation bar on the word Confer Zoom, and then you would look for the date and then click on the link, and that is it. Sometimes it's maybe 5:01, 5:02 when I log in. Just bear with me. Sometimes I have technical difficulties. The modules. Let me give you a look at how it looks. So last week was the first week of class, and I put about 3 modules in there. Class communication, and so basically that's the question and answer cafe and ways to contact me. Again, if you have any questions, don't hesitate to look for me because I want to answer your questions so that you can be more successful in this class. You could send me a question in the question and answers cafe by clicking the link here, or you could send me a message through the Canvas inbox, and the inbox button is located in the global navigation bar right here. It's navy blue, inbox. You can schedule a private Zoom conference, which would be just you and I, or you could send me an email. My email is right here. Another thing that you can do is you can stay after the Zoom meeting and chat with me. There's the handouts. The other module that I included was the orientation. I really recommend everyone to read the orientation module, especially if you have never taken any classes at Merced College. And then the third module that I included for the first week of class was the weekly module. That's why it's labeled week 1. And I have the GED exam procedures, and I will go over it in a little bit. A discussion board, a quiz, and then the bookend. I'm sorry. Let me go over the GED exam process now. So basically, for the GED exam is made up of 4 subjects, and you must make a GED.com account. And the GED.com webpage looks like this. You would make a page by clicking sign up. And I would like for you to make this page with your true information and because when you go take the real GED exam, you will have to go to a special testing site with a lot of computers and cameras because they really want to make sure that you are not cheating. And when you are checking into the testing site, they will make you show a picture ID. So this has to be with your true information. Also, if you've passed all 4 subjects, they will need to give you a diploma or certificate, and we would want it to be with your correct information. So true information when creating this. When you finally made an account, this is how the page will look. Here are the 4 subjects of the GED exam. And let me just slide down. So that's a little how it looks. Let's say I wanted to focus on the social studies exam. So you click on there. And then right here in the top, there's a little description of the exam. And then right here in study guide, there's a description of the test and 3 practice questions that they already released from the exam. These are great to review because they give you a brief idea of what the questions on the exam look like. To schedule a practice test, you slide down a little bit and it says GED Ready Practice Test. You click on there and you would select the practice test by one subject. It's usually $6, but right now they're having a deal and it costs $3. Or if you want to buy all 4 of the GED practice exams, right now they also have a deal and it's $10.49. So that's how you would go about buying the practice test. In the practice test, there are questions and then when you take the real GED exam, it's pretty much the same thing, except like if it's math, they switch up the numbers in the problem, or if it's reading, they switch up the passages of the reading a little bit, but it's very, very similar. So that's why I recommend for you to take a GED practice test. If I give you a voucher, you would type in your voucher right here in the Redeem Now box. And if you score a 145, that's passing for that test subject. For all 4 of these exams, you need to pass each with a 145. And let me see if I'm missing something. Let me go back. So the reason I want you to take a GED.com practice test is because in order to be able to give you vouchers, which are like coupons so that you don't have to pay for exam, I first have to report your score to my secretary. When you take a GED practice exam, you tell me your score by taking a picture of your screen, sending it to my inbox, or sending me a text message, and then I report it to my secretary. And then she looks at the score and sends me a voucher for you. And then let's say you take the real GED exam, you get a score, let me know, I'll send it to the secretary, and that's how we start generating the vouchers for you guys. If you score less than a 145 or greater than a 145, it's okay. We just want to know where you're at. And if you score, it doesn't matter if you score greater than 145 or less, because right here in step 2, it's always going to give you a list of things that you can work on. And we also have the software page called Astic, and this page is kind of like what the Rosetta Stone, where English learners use to learn English. For GED, we have Astic software, and that website helps us review the GED test subjects with you. And right here in step 1, you would click on the little arrow and you would select the one that says Astic. And then in step 2, it gives you a list of things that you can improve on in your exam. And on the right side, it would tell you where to find them in Astic software. So it's a really handy tool. It goes hand in hand. Let's see. And I think that is it. If you have any questions, please send me an inbox. In the announcements, I have a tutorial on how to get started on Astic software. After you take your GED practice exam, I will generate you a username and password, and I will email it to you. And that is it.